So we have installed XAMPP in application folder in your C drive. You will get a folder for XAMPP. Inside the XAMPP htdocs folder, we have created one folder SDL, and inside that we have created SDL batch-d. And here we want to create our file. We have opened this directory in Visual Studio Code. Okay. First we need to create one form to insert the data. So I'll create one file. I'll name that as suppose add product.php. From here we'll add the product into database. Okay. So this is your file. Here you want to create your UI. So I'll use HTML5, and here we are going to use Bootstrap. So search for Bootstrap 5. Visit get Bootstrap file or go into W3 website. I'll prepare W3 because it is sorted. Then click on the get started option. Copy your CDNs here. It means that all the necessary classes will be available directly from the internet through these links. So copy them, paste into your head, inside the head tag. Okay. So you can access the predefined classes. This is for front end, for the designing purpose. So how to design? Div class. For the fixed width, we have seen that container and container fluid are the predefined classes. So I'll use container. Inside the container, take one row, class row, and inside this row there are 12 columns. So out of that, how much you want? Suppose I want only 6 columns. So call dash empty dash 6, and I want this section to be at center location. So what is it? mx-auto, right? And to have a margin from the top, I'll use margin top 5. These are the predefined classes we have explained in the last lecture. And inside this division also I want a padding from all the sides of 5 points. Okay. And then we need one form. Inside this form we want to create one field. For example, add product, right? So I'll as product ID. Here user will enter product ID. Input, we want to take the input, so input tag. Its type must be text. Placeholder, enter product ID, and one variable name. So this is PID. Okay, PID is for the product ID. Done. And then Bootstrap class. Which class we use? Form-control. Save it. Now we want to run this. How will you run this? You have to write localhost /sdl /batch-d /add product.php. So you will get the field. Okay, so you got it at the center because of mx-auto. Done. And then to beautify this, I'll provide one predefined background. Suppose bg secondary, right? Or if you want any other, you can give bg light background is there. Done. Same way you need product name, product price, and many more fields. So you will simply copy it, paste it. So the product ID, now product name, and here product name, it should be P name. Done. Then you need product description. Okay. Then product DE description, and here product DESC. Okay. Then product price, enter product price, and this is P price. Done. Next. Then after product price, what we need? Quantity. So we'll provide drop down there for the product quantity. quantity. I want drop down from 1 to 10 suppose. So how will you do that? You need select tag. Select. Provide name. This is P quantity. बराबर है. We don't need ID. Only class is form control. Okay, and then we need multiple options. So option value is 1 and display value is also 1. If both are same, you don't need to provide value. If you want a display value different and actual value different, then we have to provide the value. जैसे कि कंट्री कोड मुझे 91 डेटाबेस में डालना है, लेकिन डिस्प्ले करते टाइम इंडिया दिखाना है. सो इंडिया यू हैव टू राइट हियर एंड वैल्यू शुड बी 91. ओके, सो वी नीड दिस. सपोज फॉर दिस एग्जांपल आई विल टेक ओनली 5 अप टू 5, 3, 4 and 5.
लॉकडाउन के साथ टेक्स्ट बॉक्स भी नहीं आता. मतलब आता ना वेबसाइट पे अपन लॉकडाउन सर्च करते पर लिस्ट में ना लॉकडाउन में तो नेम टाइप करते उस बॉक्स में.
वो एडिशनल फील्ड है ना, वो जनरेट होता है जावास्क्रिप्ट के थ्रू इनपुट बॉक्स डिस्प्ले करते हैं. अगर यूज़र ऑर्डर सेलेक्ट करता है तो वो डिस्प्ले करना है. सो इट्स लॉजिकल. वहाँ पे है लेकिन दिखेगा जब आप सिलेक्ट करोगे. आई विल शो यू.
अगर सिलेक्ट किया तो जावास्क्रिप्ट
I'll show you. New webinars. Look at this. If I select the student, okay. See, when I select the professional, I am showing this box. When I select student, there is no box. Same way, if you are selecting other, then only I want to show the text box. So that is a JavaScript. You have to provide the ID. This default display is none, and on the selection of that option, we will provide the display. We have done this for the drop down menu. UG PG साठी केलं होतं आपण.
Yes, diploma.
Internship, sorry. SYSDL, dbatch, demo.js. This one we have done this. When we select the postgraduate, you will get only postgraduate options. Okay, so same logic you have to use there. So you'll see that. So we have created drop down for the 5 products quantity, and then one more thing is offer. You want to give an offer or not? Suppose 50% off you want to give an. So we'll take one more offer, and it should be input box, and type should be checkbox. Name is the offer. Okay. Class form iPhone. बहुत बड़ा हो गया तो इसको क्लास देने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. ओनली डिस्प्ले वैल्यू शुड बी सेलेक्ट ऑफर 50%. Okay, and then we need final submit button. So I will take the input box, it should be submit. Name again it should be submit. Class btn hyphen success. Then you need next line. By default the name on the button is capital S submit, but I want to change it to the add product. So here you can have value add product. Done. Okay, and we have done with our registration form for the product, and here in the center tag done. Now we want to add this. So how many fields? 1 2 3 4 5 6, total 6 values we are going to send. Where? So you are submitting that form. So inside the action tag here you have to write the page name where you want to send this value. So I will insert product dot php. This page will insert your values into the database, right? Done. Then method, by which method you want to send it. So I want to send it by the post method. Done. Okay, so we need this page. Create another page, give the same name with extension php. So here you are going to receive that value in php code. On that page we have not written any php code, right? Okay, done. This page should be called through only form. Directly if you want to access this page, you should not be able to access this. So how to check it? If is set. What is the meaning of is set? वो वैल्यू चेक करेगा, अगर उस वेरिएबल में वैल्यू है तो ही एक कोड एग्जीक्यूट होगा, अदरवाइज वो नहीं होगा. तो किस में वैल्यू चेक करनी है? $_post, और आपने जो बटन लिखा था सबमिट, मतलब ये कोड अगर सबमिट के थ्रू आया तो ही एग्जीक्यूट करना है, अदरवाइज उसे रीडायरेक्ट कर देना है. रीडायरेक्शन का कोड हमने लास्ट टाइम देखा था, JavaScript. How to write JavaScript for that? How to write script type is equals to /JavaScript. Then we'll provide one message that alert, fill the form, and then window.location.href is equals to the name of the page, that is add product dot php. Okay, you'll see that if somebody is directly trying to access the page, insert dot php, तो पॉपअप आएगा fill the form first, फॉर्म पे आएगा, मतलब वो ऊपर वाला कोड एग्जीक्यूट ही नहीं होगा, कोई एरर नहीं देगा. आप डायरेक्टली उस पेज पे ऊपर नहीं जा सकते. जैसे कि आप विदाउट लॉगिन आपके होम पेज पे नहीं जा सकते, because you have to come to the login page only. Okay, so done. Now how many values we are sending? Total 6 values we want to send. So we need 6 variable there. So how to create variables? $. The first will be PID. I'll keep same name for the avoiding the confusion. PID is equals to, how will you receive that value? $_PID. Sorry, $_post square bracket, and here you will write PID. Now what is the difference between this PID and this PID? This PID which is mentioned in the double quotes, it is from the form. यहाँ पे आपने अगर PID 1 2 3 लिखा तो यहाँ पे डबल कोट्स में PID 1 2 3. फॉर्म का जो वेरिएबल है उसकी वैल्यू हमने PHP वेरिएबल में कॉपी कर ली. $PID is the PHP variable. Done. Same way you have to write 6 times because you are sending 6 values. So this will be pname, then what was next? P description, then P price,
Quantity is price and quantity.
then
Quantity.
quantity, spelling ठीक से लिखना है, then P offer and P Okay, so if you are receiving correct values or not, just write echo and try to print any one of the value. For example, $name. I'll print one value only. Okay, go back, reload your page, fill the data. Product ID is 1, name is ABC, ABC, price is something, quantity by default it is showing 1, 2. Check the offer because we are not sending any value for the offer, so it will remain back. So ABC we are receiving one single value. Okay, so it means that you have successfully received that value. What we have remained with, in the checkbox we are not sending any value. We'll send value 1. If checkbox is selected, value should be 1, otherwise it will go as a 0. Done. Then okay, so same way you will receive that. Okay, once you received, you need to insert this data into the database. You need database. How to create a database? We have started our server, XAMPP and web server. You have to write localhost / php myadmin. Here you have to create a new database. I think we have already created. The name of the data is sdldb. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll delete that database and we'll create it again. So here you can see that there is a directly option to create the database, otherwise you have to click on the new. It will redirect you on the same page. So here I'll create sdl_d is the name of my database. Inside this table we need table, database we need table where we can store the data. So here I'll name the table as product. Okay, how many columns? 6. Even if you missed, you can add later on, don't worry about that. So 6 for the 6 field and 1 is for the serial number. Product ID is also okay.
Product ID that
No, but we want to say product ID, for example, electronic device, so ELC01. Okay, so we can define our ID separately. So here I want SR number, serial number, integer length will be suppose 6, and it will keep it auto increment. You don't want it as a primary key. You want product ID as a primary key. So here you can have product ID, column name is the product ID. We'll keep it as varchar. You can have a maximum length, how much you want. Second one is product name, varchar. You can give a maximum length. Then product description. Again varchar, you can have a maximum of 1000 characters. Then product price. You can have varchar. Oh, here you can have an integer or float value. Okay, look. I'll prefer double. Then range is wide. Okay. Then
quantity.
Product quantity. It is integer. Okay. Then product cost. We'll keep it as varchar. Okay, save it. Enter value length 6 and primary key also. So product ID we want to give it unique. Product ID should not be repeated. Product name can be repeated, but ID should not. So here you have to select an option, primary key. Okay. Product quantity.
int 6.
Not the manual corresponding syntax error, not null. Product quantity int, product offer varchar 6.
इंटला साइज ने भी तरी
max key length. Okay, product ID we are giving as a primary key,
हाँ ऑटो इंक्रीमेंटला
and
याला युनिक की राहू शकतो.
okay, we'll keep it as simple for today. We'll keep it as nothing, and we'll keep auto incremented should be. This will be nothing. Auto incremented will be primary key. Okay, so your table is created now. Click on the browse. You will find that you have all the columns, and now you want to send your data into the database. Okay, so where you have received this one here, you want to send this data into the database. So there must be SQL query. So create one variable $insert statement. This is the variable name which is given by me, and now we want to write one query. But where we want to insert this data into the database. So first of all, our code should be connected with the database. So you need a connection file, or you need to create a manual connection. So instead of writing that code here, I'll create a separate file so that that file can be used later on also. I'll create one file whose name is connection.php, and in this file we want to create a connection with the database which we have created with the panel. Okay, so the very first thing is you need to mention your server. So this is a normal variable $server, and server name is localhost because we are working on the local server. Then username. So by default username is root, and dollar password, and by default password is blank without space. Okay. Then you need database name. What is your database name? SDL_D. Done. Then you want to connect with the database. So there is a function called as MySQLi, and you have to pass all these four parameters, that is $server, $username, $password, and $db name. Okay. Then you have to store the value whether connection is successful or not. Whatever the parameter this function will return, you have to store. So the syntax is create one variable, suppose $con. So what is the meaning of this line? MySQLi function will try to connect with the database. Whether the connection is successful, fail, what is the error, the n number of parameters it will get into the return as an array that will be stored in a $con. Now we have to check that if $con arrow function, and the name of the constant is connect_error. If there is an error, we don't want to do anything, so you have to write die, that is die your connection, and to print that error, write same content into the bracket, so it will print that error, right? And you don't need to write the else. Your program will be stopped here, it will not execute the next line which I have written outside the if statement if there is an error. If there is not error, this if will not execute, automatically it will continue the execution of your program. Done. So we need this file where here before insertion of the data into the database, right? So always prepare to include that file at the top here, that is include, what to include, connection.php. so that file is included now. Okay, write your statement. How to write the statement? So there are two ways you can directly write and execute, but it will be a problem for us to have a SQL injection. आप लोग सिंगल कोट अगर इंसर्ट करते हो तो आपको प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगा, आपकी क्वेरी एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगी. So to prevent that SQL injection attack, we have to use prepared statement. So how to use that? Okay, so insert statement, where we want to insert to the database. Who knows to whom we have connected? $con. Right, so you have to write $con arrow, and there is a function called as prepare. inside this prepare statement write your query, that is insert into, what is the name of your table? Product. And the column names. Now what are your column names? First one is PID, sorry, there we have given different name, product ID, comma, product name, then product DSC, product price, product quantity, and product offer. Done. Done. And then we have to provide the values. So you have to write values around the brackets, sorry, it should be here, values, it should be in double quotes. And what are the values? We are not sending those values directly, so you have to write question mark. How many times? Six times, because you have a total 6 columns. Okay, there should not be a comma for the last value. Done. But we have to bind our values with the respective column. So how will you bind? So dollar insert statement, this is your variable, arrow, and function name is bind parameter. So bind param is a function which will bind your values with the respective column. Done. So first one is product ID, which we have kept as a varchar, I guess, right? So double quotes as for the string value. Product name is also string. Product description is string. Product price we have kept it as float. So write I. Product quantity, we'll check it once. Price is integer, quantity is integer. Okay. So price is integer, quantity is integer, and next one is varchar, right? So I is for the integer and rest of the are string. So total 6 values, comma, and pass your values in same sequence. Pass these variables. So first one is dollar PID, which you have received from the first page. Second dollar P name, dollar P description, dollar P price, dollar P quantity, and dollar P offer. Okay, so automatically what is the meaning of this line? This value will be binded with this one. We are binding the values with the column names. Done. Now we want to execute it. So how to execute your statement? What is your statement? Dollar insert statement. So how to execute? Arrow, the name of the function is execute. It will execute, but whether you have successfully inserted or not, you have to check it. So you will write this in if statement. If it returns true, then you will display one message that your data is inserted successfully in the pop-up. So use same JavaScript here, and what you will write? Data is inserted or product added, and again go back to the add product. If the data is not inserted, else your message will be something went wrong and try again, right? And you will redirect him to the add product.php. We'll save this, we'll go back and we'll try to insert the data. Reload your page. Now suppose product ID is P101. Okay, product name is, for example, Samsung mobile. Product description is smartphone. Product price is suppose 11,000. Product quantity is suppose 2, and we want to provide an offer, 50% offer on it. Okay, add the product. Now you are getting an error. Try to read that error. Member function bind parameter on line number 16 there is an error. Okay, so we'll check that line number 16. Here something is wrong. Check product ID is integer, right? Check out. Product ID is varchar, varchar, varchar. 3 strings, 2 I, and 1 is varchar again. 3 strings, 2 I and 1 S. बराबर है. स्पेलिंग चेक कर लो एक बार. प्रोडक्ट आईडी, प्रोडक्ट नेम, प्रोडक्ट DAC, प्रोडक्ट प्राइस, प्रोडक्ट QU. तो ये गलत हुआ ना, तो यही नाम हम वहाँ पे यूज़ करते हैं जो भी अभी. डन. कॉलम नेम डन. Now we'll try. We'll go back, reload, fill, product 101, product name is Samsung mobile, description is smartphone, price is 11,000, quantity is 2, offer, submit. Okay, so product is added. Click on the OK, go back to your database, click on the browse, and you will find that all the data is added into your column tables, right? Okay, so we'll add a few more data. So product 102, product name is, for example, HP laptop. This portable gaming laptop. Price is 50,000. Quantity is 3. I don't want to send an offer onto this laptop, so I'll not select it. Add the product. Something went wrong. Okay, and we'll check that. Okay, you are not getting that data into the product, and we have received a message something went wrong. Means we have to check it. Okay, so because of that pop-up, we are directly redirecting to this page. We are not able to see that error. So what I'll do, I'll comment that. I'll comment this section for as of now. Okay, all the sections will be commented so that we are able to see the errors. Okay, now we'll go back, we'll fill the data again. HP portable gaming laptop, 50,000, quantity 3, and we have not selected the offer. Add the product, undefined index, P offer, line number 11 on the page, insert product.php. Okay, so when you received your data on this page, there is no value to receive here, P offer, because you are not selected that value, right? So by default, if the value is coming through the post value, then only we are going to receive it, otherwise not, right? So how will you do that again? मतलब हम लोगों को क्या करना है, अगर ऑफर में वैल्यू आई तो ही रिसीव करना है, अदरवाइज 0 डाल देना है. सो विल चेक इट अगेन. इफ इज सेट, उसमें अगर वैल्यू आती है तो ही ये काम करना है, राइट? एल्स अगर उसमें वैल्यू नहीं आई तो $P ऑफर, उसको क्या वैल्यू देनी है? 0. अदरवाइज पहले देखे रखो, एल्स लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. डन. सेव दिस, गो बैक, reload it, P102, it's HP laptop, it's portable, its price is 50,000. I want 3 quantity and I don't want any to give any offer. Add the product. You will see that you are not getting any error as we have removed that JavaScript, so you are not able to see the redirection. Now you can see that you have received that value with no offer on it. Okay, and now you can uncomment that. Okay, so we're done with the select operation, insert operation. Any query? Done. Fine, but now I want to show this data somewhere. So we want to show data on somewhere. So I'll create one menu bar. There you can have multiple options that to view data, add data and something, or you can create another button to view your data. So we'll add one more button at the bottom after the form. Okay. Or remove this MX auto, give it M8, so remaining are 4. You can come to this division, create another class called dash MD dash remaining 4. Okay, and you can have same classes. And here you can create one anchor tag, and here we want to create an page view product dot php. I'll give one class btn hyphen warning. Okay, and the name of the button is view product. Anchor tag is for the redirection because that is not within a form. Okay, so we will create buttons at the right hand side. Okay, and for the separation, if you want, you can have a center tag h1, other operations. Done. So if user click on the view product data, we want to see the data. So we need to create that page view product.php. So create a new page, name it as view product.php, and here okay, here you want to select the data from the database and you have to show it into the proper table. So table is an HTML part, so we need an HTML code. So you can start with the HTML code. Okay, here again we need bootstrap library, so you can copy this section and paste it inside the head. Done. Okay. So first of all you need to create one table, so create division, class. I'll name that class as container. It's mandatory now for all of you to write container, then class row, and then again to display that, create division class, and you can give call dash md dash 8. We have given 8 there, so you can display your content in 8 columns, and remaining column is for the buttons. So you can have a division class call dash md dash 4. Okay, here you can have margin top of 5, padding of 5 from all the sides. Okay, done. And bg light. Okay, and here you want to display the data. So where you want to display data? Inside the table. So inside the table you need headings for the table. So th first heading, your first will be, you can give it directly product ID, then product name, product DSC, price, quantity, cost. And done. But under this this must be in a row, right? We forgot to write row, and inside that row these are the sections. What is the class for the table? Table space table hyphen border. Done. This will give you data like this, view product. Okay, so you got an heading for the columns, and here you want to add that data. So as many products you have, that many rows should be there. So row is a dynamic part which is going to keep adding into your table is equals to the number of data which you have present into the database. So first of all, we want to receive that data where on the viewProduct.php. Here you want to receive that data. Okay, so here I'll write the logic first. Then again we need connection with the database.
Connection.
So you have to write connection.php. Okay, connection.php, and then you have to write the query, that is $select statement. This is the variable which I have created. Then again you have to write $con arrow prepare. You are going to prepare one statement. What is your statement? To select all the data. So how will you write? Select star. Star is for all. From. What is the name of your table? Products. Okay, so it will get all the data, but before that we have to execute it, right? So how will you execute? $select statement arrow execute. It will execute, but now what is the difference? After execution, in the previous case we are receiving value true or false, whether data is inserted or not. But here we are getting a bunch of data in a return, all the data from the table, right? So you need to store in some variable, but by default that data is present in the select statement itself. त्या स्टेटमेंटमध्येच आहे, आपल्याला त्यातनं सेपरेट करायचं. So for that you need one create variable, that is result. These are all the variables which are started with the dollar are user defined. We are creating those variables. So $result is equals to, from where we will get that data? From the select statement. Get underscore result is the method which will get all the selected data in the variable result. Now there can be 100 rows, 1000 rows. All 1000 rows will be directly assigned to the variable $result. रिजल्ट के बाद बहुत सारा डेटा, अभी उसमें से मुझे एक एक रो को अलग अलग करना है. कब? तो मुझे हर एक रो को विजिट करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन कब तक? जब तक मेरा डेटा खत्म नहीं होता तब तक, राइट? सो वी हैव टू चेक दैट वेदर वी हैव रिसीव्ड द डेटा और नॉट. अगर मेरे टेबल में कुछ भी नहीं है तो मेरे पास कुछ भी नहीं आएगा. सो वी हैव टू चेक दैट. सो फर्स्ट विल चेक दैट if $result arrow num underscore rows are greater than 0, right? Means what? अगर रिजल्ट में नंबर ऑफ रोज 0 से ज़्यादा है मतलब ही डेटा मुझे मिला, अदरवाइज नहीं मिला, कुछ भी नहीं मिला. सो एल्स में फिर हम लोग क्या करेंगे? हमारी स्क्रिप्ट यूज़ कर लेंगे कि कुछ भी नहीं मिला है तो एक पॉपअप देना है कि देयर इज़ नो डेटा, right? So here I will display one message that no data found, right? Okay, and then again we will redirect him to the add product data. Okay, but what if data is available? If the data is available, we have to fetch one row at a time, क्योंकि एक रो में एक प्रोडक्ट का पूरा डिटेल है, तो मुझे एक रो के पास जाना है. कब तक जाना है? हर एक रो को विजिट करना जब तक टेबल खत्म नहीं होता तब तक. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर गोइंग टू यूज व्हाइल लूप. Okay, why we are not using for loop? In the for loop we must know that from where to start and up to what level we have to go. 0 से लेके कहाँ तक जाना है, we always know in a for loop. But in while loop we have a condition that वो कभी तो भी false होने वाली है. जब मुझे डेटा नहीं मिलेगा तब स्टॉप हो जाओ. ओके, सो डेटा किसके पास है? $result. सो $result के अंदर से डेटा फेच करना है. सो देयर मस्ट बी सम फंक्शन. सो एरो फेच अंडरस्कोर ASSO, ASSOC, that is associated data, fetch associated data. इस फंक्शन का काम क्या है? एक रो को, मतलब आपके बंच ऑफ रिकॉर्ड में से एक रो को फेच करना. सो वी हैव टू स्टोर दैट रो इन सम वेरिएबल. सो आई विल क्रिएट अनदर वेरिएबल हुज नेम इज रो. जब तक वो डेटा फेच करेगा और रो को देगा, ये व्हाइल लूप चलता रहेगा. जिस टाइम पे रो को डेटा नहीं मिलेगा, फेच ही करने के लिए कुछ नहीं बचेगा, तो ऑटोमेटिकली ये लूप फॉल्स हो जाएगा, राइट? ओके, तो अभी डेटा किसके पास है? रो के पास. अभी एक रो के अंदर कितने फील्ड्स हैं? 6 फील्ड, 7 फील्ड, सीरियल नंबर पकड़ के 7 फील्ड. तो मुझे वो सारा डेटा वेरिएबल के अंदर स्टोर करना है. सो वी नीड अगेन दैट मच वेरिएबल्स. ओके, सो वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिक्लेयर दोज वेरिएबल्स हियर. यू कैन यूज सेम वेरिएबल देयर. But now we are not receiving that data through the post. We are receiving that data through row. So simply you have to write $row, $row, क्योंकि रो वेरिएबल के अंदर उस फील्ड के अंदर का डेटा आप निकाल रहे हो. ये समझा सबको? पता है? दिसतं का तुला? And one more value for offer. Okay, so we have received that. Now we want to display that. So simply I'll write echo. I'll print any name, for example P name. Okay, I'll print P name. I'll go back, I'll reload this page, and you can see that you are getting an error line number 50, 51, 53. Okay, sorry, there is a mistake. All these are the column names. So we have given column names as
product ID,
product ID,
product name,
Product
सर्व
ID.
audio,
product ID, product name,
product description, product price,
product DSC, product price, product क्वांटिटी का कुछ अलग लिखा है, QU. ये हमेशा याद रखो कि स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक बहुत प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करती है. प्रोडक्ट QUNA NA. Okay, and product offer. Done. Save, go back, reload your page and check. So you have received Samsung mobile and HP laptop, means you are receiving the name of that. But we want to display this name under this column, right? Okay, but the table which we have designed is in HTML and we want to display our output in PHP. So it will be a problem for us. And one more thing, it should be within a table. तो जब तक हमारे पास डेटा आता नहीं है मैं टेबल को क्लोज नहीं कर पाता हूँ. तो ये सारा लॉजिक मुझे कहाँ एग्जीक्यूट करना है? पहले वाले रो के बाद, मतलब ये हेडिंग प्रिंट होने के बाद यहाँ पे वो लॉजिक सारा एग्जीक्यूट होना चाहिए. सो दैट एंटायर PHP कोड मस्ट बी हियर, राइट? सो वॉट एवर वी हैव रिटन हियर एट द बॉटम, it will be after this row and before closing of the table. So you have to paste that code there. So it will be a continuation. Table यहाँ से start हो जाएगा और यहाँ पे close हो जाएगा, उसके बीच में ये सारा operation हो जाएगा. We'll see that. We'll reload it and check it. Now it is above the product name, but it should be part of row. So your row must be repetitive. तो यहाँ पे जो echo में directly print कर रहे हो, आप print नहीं करोगे, आप क्या print करोगे? Row print करोगे. So how will you print that row? You have to write echo. I print single quotes here. You can use single or double quotes. And you have to write a syntax for the row. This one. This entire has to be repeated. So you will write that statement in echo. Because we have learned that if you want to print HTML code through the PHP, that should be in echo. Then only it will print. I'll save this much, I'll go back and I'll reload it. You can see that it is repeating product ID, product ID, product ID 3 times. Means your loop is executing 2 times. This is by default present at the top here. And it is repeating 2 times. Means equals to the number of records you have in the database. But instead of this, I want to display my values. Where are your values?
variable
PID, P name, PDSC, P price, P quantity and P offer. So instead of this, you have to display your values. So how will you write dollar PID? Check it. But you are receiving that value directly because you have to concatenate it. How to concatenate? This single quote must be end here. Dot, it's a variable name, dot and continue single quote. मतलब ये कॉन्केटिनेशन हुआ. सिंगल कोट यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक कंटिन्यू हुआ, ये वैल्यू प्रिंट हो गई और यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक वापस से कंटिन्यू. सेव करो, रिपीट करो, चेक करो. आ गया प्रोडक्ट आईडी. बट इट इज डिस्प्लेइंग इन अ बोल्ड फॉन्ट. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज अ हेडिंग. इट शुड बी TD and it should be done. And same way now you have to write all the variable names. So here you will write P name. These are the variable name. DSC, then here product price, product quantity, नहीं ना, ये वेरिएबल है
वेरिएबल
and product. Save this, go back, reload and check. Line number 57. Okay, you received that data. But
यस और नो कैसे करेंगे सर?
1 0 एस नो करना है तो फिर वो कंपेयर करके वैल्यू चेंज करो. इफ द वैल्यू इज 1 प्रिंट यस और नो.
वैल्यू जीरो
अदरवाइज वो जो चेक बॉक्स है वही से एस भेज दो.
स्टार्टिंग
हाँ, जहाँ पे हमने 1 भेजा है ना वहाँ पे एस भेजो. कहाँ पे? जहाँ पे हमने फॉर्म बनाया
उसको जीरो से नहीं तो फिर नो से इनिशियलाइज करना.
यहाँ से एस, यहाँ से एस भेज दो और वहाँ पे फिर वो आ जाएगा. कर दे. अगर सिलेक्टेड है तो यस जाएगी.
और इसको
इंसर्ट करते टाइम फिर अगर वापस आए तो ठीक, अगर नहीं आए तो इसको करना है नो. ठीक है. और उसका डेटा टाइप भी इधर वैरकर होना चाहिए. फिर इट्स वैरकर. ओके. और जो एग्जिस्टिंग डेटा इनको भी हम कर देते हैं यस. इसको कर देते हैं नो. और हम एक प्रोडक्ट ऐड करते हैं. बट वी नीड दैट ऐड प्रोडक्ट बटन हियर, राइट? ओके. सो वेयर इज योर डिज़ाइन? in the view product, in the 4th column here you want that, right? So you can have this entire code, copy from here, paste here, and instead of this you want add product, right? Add your product P103. Product name is bolo desktop.
ऑफिस यूज
Four offer yes. Add the product. Okay. View the product. You can see that you got the product. Done. Any doubt? Any query? Okay. Now we want to delete the data, right? Okay.
पोस्ट ऑफर के सामने और एक कॉलम.
So you are going to add one more column here. Will display one button that delete this record. So that row should be deleted. So where we'll do that in the view product. Here we'll add one more column, and here we'll provide an option delete. Okay. So if you are providing a delete there, so there must be one column here as well, and instead of offer you will display one message that is delete. Save it, go back, reload and check. You got an delete option here, but it should be a link or button, right? So you need an anchor tag A, closing A, delete, and href is equals to double quotes. Check out. You need button. Provide class btn f1 danger. Okay, the class name which we have used btn danger. So we got your button. Okay, done. But when I click on this button, I want to delete that particular record. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create one page that is delete dot or delete product dot php. Means whenever you click on this delete button, you are redirecting to the delete dot product. तो delete dot product page का काम क्या होगा? डेटा को डिलीट करना. So you need that page, create that page with extension php. So here you will receive that value. लेकिन आपने किसके सामने वाला डिलीट बटन दबाया वो आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा, राइट? सो यू नीड टू सेंड वन वैल्यू टू दैट पेज कि मैंने इसके सामने वाला डेटा डिलीट बटन दबाया. सो विच इज़ द यूनिक हियर? The product
Product
ID is the unique value. So we want to send that value along with the delete button. Okay. So how to send it? It is very simple. So where you have written that? Look at this. This is the page where we are going after click. So along with this link, we want to send one value. So simply you will write question mark and name of your variable. For example, PID. It's the name of the variable, and you want to send one value. So equals to, and the value which you want to send is this $PID. ये आपने नाम दिया. आपको अगर कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है तो इसको कुछ माई PID लिख देते हैं, माई प्रोडक्ट आईडी. अब जो वैल्यू भेजनी है वो आपने डबल यहाँ पे $PID में भेज दी. नाउ सेव दिस, गो बैक, click on the delete button and
Sir,
एक minute,
double quotes.
okay, and now again it has to be concatenated because it's a variable, so you have to write single quote dot single quote. So it's a continuation of the variable. Now look at the URL. In the URL, you are on this page, but in my PID variable, you have a product ID. So you can able to identify the same product. So the ID is P101. Okay. So here you have to receive that value. But again, this page should not be called directly. You have to check if
Post, reset,
Close.
is set
send.
$_get. Now we are not using paste. We are sending value through the link, so it should be get. What is the name of your variable? My PID. अगर इसमें कोई वैल्यू आती है तभी ये काम करेगा, else इसको वापस भेज देना है कि तुम चले जाओ. So here you will write okay, will not do anything. I will directly send him to the add product.php. Done. Okay. Now you will create another variable, suppose PID. We will give you the same name to avoid the confusion, and you will copy this value into that variable which you have sent and try to print that value echo $PID. Save it, go back, reload it. Now click the delete button in front of 102. You will say that you have sent successfully value on the delete.php page, and you have also received that value in the variable. Now you want to delete that record whose ID is this one. So simply you need connection. So include connection.php. Okay, you need to prepare one statement. So it's a delete statement. How will you do that? $con arrow prepare. What is your statement? Delete. DELETE, delete from product. It's the name of your table. Where? What is the name of your column? That is product ID. It's the name of column in the table. Product ID is equals to question mark. We are not providing value in the query to avoid the SQL injection. Okay. Then you need to bind it. So $delete statement bind parameter. You are sending one single parameter, that is string, comma, what is the name of your variable? $PID. Because this variable is holding the value. Now you binded that value with the question mark. Now it's time to execute. How will you execute? $delete statement execute. If this execution is true, will display one message, your data is deleted. Else something went done. Save it, go back, reload it, click on the third item, desktop, delete, data is deleted, okay. Instead of redirecting on this page, redirect into the view record. You can see that the third record is not there. So where you want to redirect in? View product. Okay. Now add another product. 104. Bolo. TV. Smart TV with प्राइस क्या चल रही है 20% क्वान्टिटी कितना चाहिए ऑफर नहीं चाहिए and now if you want to delete you can delete it done okay but by mistake I have entered wrong price
Okay.
again we need to update the existing record so I'll create one more button here to update or the edit the record so where we have to do that in the view product so we want one more column whose name will be suppose edit okay again here same link has to be added instead of delete product we'll name it as edit product okay your name should be edit and PID again you will send that ID to that page so you need to create this page create new page name is edit.php done and here again you will write the same code to receive that value as the delete product this one okay dollar echo I will try to print dollar PID check now edit you want to change the color of it edit so if you click on P101 edit so you are receiving that ID but now while editing that data which you have entered at the beginning in the text boxes it should be represent in the same format फॉर्म के अंदर ही डेटा दिखेगा तभी आप एडिट कर पाओगे टेबल में दिखा है तो एडिट नहीं कर पाते राइट so you have to display that data in a form then only you can edit it okay so how will you do that you have to first select the data of that ID only not of all the data so you need select query so this statement you need to select the data so I will copy this much and here you need to select that data done okay so what will be your query now select star we select star from product but of whom only of PID the product ID which you have received through the link so select star from product star means all the columns from product where product ID is the column name is equals to question mark right dollar select bind parameters string comma and what is your variable name dollar PID इसका डेटा लेके आओ फिर एग्जीक्यूट होगा फिर गेट रिजल्ट से रिजल्ट में आएगा चेक करेगा रिजल्ट में उसका डेटा मिला या नहीं मिला मिला तो आगे जाना है यहाँ पे लूप लगाने की ज़रूरत नहीं यू कैन अप्लाई सिंपल इफ स्टेटमेंट एक ही डेटा आने वाला एक ही रिकॉर्ड आने वाला वही डेटा आपको उसके सारे वैल्यूज़ आपको कॉपी करनी है तो पहले सारा डेटा कॉपी कर लो okay so you will copy all the variables here इसके अंदर एक एक्सटेंशन भी आता है pretty5 mode. It will automatically adjust your code with indentation. Okay. So you have received all the data from here for that particular record. Now try to print dollar product name. Okay, and we'll check that whether we have received successfully or not. So I'll create in front of HP laptop edit button. Okay, it is not displayed there, means something is wrong. The value is not able to print it, मीन्स ये प्रोडक्ट नेम डिस्प्ले होना चाहिए था लेकिन जो नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो ऐड प्रोडक्ट पे भी गया नहीं, मतलब यहाँ पे भी नहीं है. यहाँ पे एल्स लिखते हैं इको नो रिकॉर्ड. नहीं आ रहा है.
आईडी तो गई सर.
क्वेरी चेक करो. सिलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम प्रोडक्ट वेयर product id is equals to question mark, bind parameter string product id. डिस्प्ले नहीं हो रहा है ना.
सर प्रोडक्ट आईडी
edit product.php.mypid. Then okay, sorry, we have not written equal. Okay, so we are receiving the name of that particular product. Okay, but we don't want to display here. We want to display all the values where in the form. So we need that form which we have designed earlier. So again we need to use this UI. So you can copy this entire container in the view product, sorry, in the edit product. Here you need that entire UI, so you copy this entire code and paste it before your PHP script. Okay, done. But your PHP script must be executed before the form. So at the beginning you can execute it. You have received all the values. Now these values should be displayed in the fields. So here you want to display that value inside this input box. So how will you write? Simply write value and $PID. Save it, go back, reload and check. But that value is not displayed, it is displaying that value. Why? Because it's a PHP variable, no? You cannot use directly in HTML code. So how to print your value? You need to write echo statement, but echo is a PHP. So Angular question mark PHP, closing PHP, and here you can write echo and $PID. Done. Save it, reload and check. Now same way you have to display all the values in respective field except offer, because that is a checkbox. So PID, P name, it's PDSC, and here P price. So quantity has to be selected. ओके, तो कैसे लिखोगे अभी वो वाला लॉजिक थोड़ा अलग है, क्योंकि जो वैल्यू सिलेक्टेड है वही वैल्यू आपको दिखानी है. चेक बॉक्स में भी वही दिखानी है, चेक और नॉट चेक. विल सी दिस.
ब्लैंक भी शो कर सकते हैं. ब्लैंक भी शो कर सकते हैं पहले से, वो डाल देगा वापस।
वापस डालना पड़ेगा ना, लेकिन
हाँ
ऐसे सपोज तेरे पास 100 ड्रॉप डाउन है, 100 रेडियो बटन है, तो वापस से तू उतना फील्ड थोड़ी ना, यहाँ पे एक है ठीक है, वापस से डाल देगा तू, लेकिन इमेजिन कर तेरे पास बहुत सारा डेटा है, तो उतना पॉसिबल नहीं है ना. So we have to show selected value in the select box and selected value in the check box. These are the two tasks which we have. Okay, do you have any query till this point? Okay, सिर्फ drop down का बाकी है और check box का बाकी है. So we'll Google it. Frame your query.
how to select the value.
Yes, how to show selected value in drop down in PHP. Selected. Search for the right query from Stack Overflow. Read the code. In every option, they have written one PHP script, and whatever the value you have selected, if that value is equals to your option, you have to print one message that selected, otherwise not selected. By default, it will be selected value. Okay, in your other solution, anyhow you have to write these many values.
मतलब वो पहले से चेक कर रहेगा सिलेक्ट कौन सी थी और वही शो कर देगा.
Yes. So we'll simply copy this options. Go to your code, and instead of this select option, you have to print it 5 times. Okay. Instead of map, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, 4, and we have 5. Okay, and our display values are 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see that. And this value, this variable is what? $P quantity. You have to compare the quantity which is received from the database. If it is matched, then only you have to show this option as a selected. Otherwise, don't show it. हे कळालं कसं करणार. पी क्वांटिटीमध्ये डेटाबेसमधनं आलेली व्हॅल्यू आहे, सपोज 3, इथे कम्पेअर करतो आहे. जर ही क्वांटिटीमधली व्हॅल्यू 1 असेल तर 1ला सिलेक्टेड दाखव, अदरवाईज नाही दाखव. आता टी व्हीची किती आहे व्हॅल्यू? 5. आपलं 5 सिलेक्टेड आला पाहिजे.
चेकबॉक्सला पण सेम आहे.
Now same for the checkbox, we have to search for the solution. So how to select? How to show selected value in
चेकबॉक्स.
checkbox in PHP? Search for Stack Overflow. I want to display all checkbox values in as a checked. This is for all the values, no, it will be complicated. Search for another solution. See, if checked is equals to 1, echo check. So this is the statement. This one, copy this, and where is the checkbox? This one, no? Mention here. Check, instead of check, what is your variable name? P offer. If is equals to yes, then echo check, otherwise no. Okay, it is for no, I guess. Suppose instead of this product ID we will send 1. Okay, now it is checked. Okay, थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस का पार्ट है, एक दिन में बहुत हो जाएगा, लेकिन आज देखोगे तो अगले वीक तक कंप्लीट करो. ओके. Now we want to update this data. I want to change the price. Suppose instead of 11,000 I want to make it 15,000. मतलब ये वही हुआ ना, ये फॉर्म वापस से भरा है किसी ने, सिर्फ हमने वैल्यू चेंज की, लेकिन सबमिट करने के बाद तो वो
अपडेट
New.
की
ऐड नहीं होना चाहिए, नया रिकॉर्ड नहीं बनाना है, एग्जिस्टिंग डेटा को अपडेट करना है.
Update.
Okay. So I'll change the name on the button. So instead of add, I'll name update, and I'll not send the data to the insert product.php. I'll name it as update product.php. So I need to create this page again. Okay, so I'll create a page update product.php, and here you will write the same code as that of add product. So I'll copy entire code from the insert product. Where is update product? Done. So you will receive all the values here again. Okay, and instead of this insert query, you have to write an update query. So what will be your query? Update. बोलो update की query बोलो, मुझे नहीं आती.
Update table, table name.
अपडेट टेबल नेम
Table कीवर्ड लिखना पड़ता है.
नहीं
Update product. Set.
कॉलम
Set. The column name. What is your column name? That is product ID. Okay. So product ID will not change the product ID. No? So it should not be
प्रोडक्ट नंबर. सर ऐसा करना चेंज नहीं होगा, प्रोडक्ट आईडी चेंज होगा.
product ID. Okay, we'll keep it as product ID is equals to new value. Okay. So question mark, right, comma. Second, product name is equals to question mark, comma.
प्रोडक्ट प्राइस
Product
डिस्क्रिप्शन
description is equals to question mark.
प्रोडक्ट प्राइस
Price.
Product price is equals to question mark.
क्वांटिटी
Product QU
NA. TIT.
is equals to question mark. बराबर है?
प्रोडक्ट ऑफर
Offer.
QUNATITY. Comma. Sorry. Product
Offer.
offer is equals to question mark. Where किसका अपडेट करना है ना, where
PID.
product ID is equals to question mark. We need to bind it. So all the values we need to bind. First one is PID, which we have received here. Product name, product DSC, and what is the unique value which we are using? PID. Okay. So one more question mark here, because where clause का एक field add हो गई ना. Total 1 2 3 4 5 6 7.
डॉलर
Here it should be dollar. Okay, then it will execute. So instead of insert statement, I'll change the name, update statement. Okay, it will be executed.
सर
Product.
Sir,
क्या हुआ? And then we'll okay, so save this, we'll go back. View product, TV, edit. Okay, I want to give an offer. ऑफर किया और प्राइस भी उसकी चेंज करके कर दे 21,000. अपडेट द प्रोडक्ट, प्रोडक्ट इज अपडेटेड. ओके, टीवी ऑफर इज देयर एंड प्रोडक्ट प्राइस इज आल्सो चेंज.
सर वो ऐड प्रोडक्ट के पेज
हाँ?
में कोड में ऐड प्रोडक्ट का कोड ओपन करो.
इंसर्ट वाला.
हाँ इंस्टेंट
हम्म.
सर ये बाइंड करन क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं, मतलब वो डायरेक्ट क्यों नहीं है पास.
डायरेक्ट वैल्यू क्यों नहीं पास कर रहे? ओके. Okay, do you have any query till this point? Okay, so I'll stop the recording.